Hey everybody, it's time for Rick and Matt's Habs Hangout Live. Game number 58, Montreal in New Jersey take on the Devils. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge. We do have game number 58. A winnable game, I think, for Montreal here. I'm not sure that they're going to win the game, but I think it is a winnable game. New Jersey's defense, not great. Their offense is pretty good. Their defense, though, and goaltending are at least something to be desired, let's say. All their goalies are under 900 save percentage. We'll see how that works out for Montreal. They kind of could use a win. So we'll see what kind of game we get today. But definitely this is a game that Montreal should be in all the way and has a chance to win, I think, going into it. All right. I don't know if I'm going to do any play-by-play today, but we'll see. And color commentary, I'm going to talk to you guys a lot in the chat. And we may even be joined by Matt later on. I don't know. So hopefully we'll have a good time and, we'll watch a good game. Like I said, I think there's a lot of potential for this to be a good game for Montreal. They're definitely due for one. They've lost 4 in a row, so they're due for a win. I just think it should be a good game for Montreal. How's that? Got to work out for everybody? Habs Guru, welcome in. Welcome back, actually. Hey, Rich Jake. I'm predicting a Slav goal. Well, I actually have Slav as the I'm allowed to do this, but I got Mercer or Slav for the first goal. So I think you're right. I think line 1 has a good game today. And I'll say this could really be set up for line 1 to have a good game. They're kind of, I wouldn't say invisible, but they didn't get on the board really in the last 2 games. And I think that they're going to get on the board tonight and have a good game. I hope that translates into a win for Montreal. We'll see. Hey there, Red. So, we'll see how that works out. We should have a puck drop in about 8 minutes. The reason that this game is on at 2 p.m. is that it is the, what is it called? It's NHL Europe's Game of the Week. So this will be on prime time in Europe. And there's a lot of European players. It's on New Jersey. They've got 10 European players. We've got 3 in the lineup. And we will see if they want to put on a show for their comrades back home. No, that's not the right word. What kind of moves do you expect for the Habs trade deadline? I who doesn't expect a goalie trade? Jake Allen, more than likely. Lot of potential for David Savard, Tanner Pearson. Hopefully a Yoel Armia. Well, we only have one, so hopefully Yoel Armia. Trying to think now. I guess there's potential out there for Jordan Harris because there's a lot of talk about Jordan Harris being shopped. The good news on that is that Jaden Struble, who looked like he was badly hurt and would be out for a long time, it's not nearly as bad as it looked, and he should be back relatively soon, according to Eric Engels, which is a good source. So I think if it was a really serious injury, he wouldn't put that out there. So good news for Jaden Struble. It means that if the Habs really were shopping Jordan Harris around, they can continue doing that. Because you would have thought if Jaden Struble goes down for a long time, Jordan Harris is not going to be shopped around. So, yeah, I think those are the moves. There could be some surprises there. They could throw in guys here and there in any deal. Wouldn't shock me if a guy like Ulinen could be added into a deal. Kind of like that. That's what I expect. Do I expect the Zegras middle? I don't. Okay, in the offseason. No, I think you're right about that. It's in the offseason. I kind of don't. It's not going to shock me if it happens at the trade deadline. It's not going to shock me if Montreal does pick up Zegras. Kako, I think you can take him out of the thing there. I don't think he's going to move from New York. Middlestat, yeah, I think maybe more than Middlestat out of Buffalo is going to move. Apparently, they're willing to talk about any of their players. So, but I think Zegras, I could see it. I could see them maybe wanting to do that. For a number of reasons. I'm hesitant only because of what I've read about his character and all that. But you know what? That could be nothing. It could be all wrong, and it could be nothing. So if Montreal reaches out for him, they've done their due diligence. They know the guy that they want to get. And if they reach out for him and get him, then I'm going to be okay with it. Harry Rice. Hey, Harry, how's it going, man? How's the rice going? Do you try any rice yet? That's an inside joke. Hey, Phil, welcome back, man. I've been saying Z to Montreal for so long. Well, it moved. Way back when old man Rick was saying, no way ever, it's not possible, doesn't fit, he's not available, never is in a Brazilian years. There you go. Well, Rick is wrong sometimes. And the good thing about it is Rick admits when he's wrong. Now, do we know if I'm wrong 100%? Don't. But I'm starting to lean towards yeah, as opposed to what I was saying before. And you all know me. I'm apt to change my mind with better information or with a better point of view that I didn't have before. I'm apt to change my mind, and I do it a lot. And if you don't do that, I think you're just stubborn. Not to say you burn yourself down. Not to say you have to change your mind, but with better information or a different point of view that you never thought of before, why not, if it makes sense? Guru asks a good question. What are the odds Allen isn't traded? By the way, welcome back, Guru. Isn't traded at the deadline, and this 3-goalie system continues. Teams were already in a bind, and no one acquired Allen so far. Well, there's goalies ahead of Allen, right? So Allen's not going anywhere till Markstrom moves. I would think at the very least. What are the odds that he isn't traded? I think they're not as bad as you might think, right? Hughes mentioned it already, that it's possible that it drags on. It's possible that it goes till next trade deadline even. So we'll see what kind of interest there is. I don't think Allen's record or some of the way he plays helps a lot. But I think if you're a GM, you know your shit. He's been in the league a long time. I don't think if you're trading for him, you're concerned too much about those numbers right now. Because you know more about him, and you know what you want, and you know what he can do. And yeah, I think you're judging him based on a lot more than just his last 5 games or something. Allen not in net. It's supposed to be Monty, as far as I know. That's what I got. No, Matt? Are you surprised? I still haven't heard from Matt for like a couple of days, so hopefully he's okay. Harry Rice is a good guy. And I'm not saying that because he's here in the chat. Harry Rice is a good guy. And if you haven't discovered him on his own channel, you should check him out, Harry Rice Hockey. And if you discovered him here and on the pods and all that, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hey there, Adam. Let's go Devils. Let's go whatever team's playing your team. These guys hate Allen. Who? I don't hate Allen. I think Allen is a great person. As far as his go, I think he was one of the best backups in the league and all that. I don't think that's really changed. It's the guys in front of him aren't playing well when he's in nets, and he's given up some soft goals. I'll agree, but I think overall, and as a person, I highly respect Jake Allen. Well, Phil, that's the benefit of hanging on to him if you can't move him, is that at least if someone gets hurt, you're still fine with goalies. Sovka. Hey, Sovka. What's the Slav and Gouli contract looking like? Maybe 8 times 7? I don't know that they can sign both of them that. I kind of think Slav's going to get one of them is going to get a bridge deal, in my opinion. Right. And I think, you know what, I think it's Slav that's going to take a bridge deal. and I think they signed Gooley for a long term, and then Slav will get a long term contract, in 3 years. Say that's my prediction. I don't have any information to say that, but that's my prediction. Harry Rice, quite the entertainer. Harry Rice, for a kid his age, who's only been into hockey basically 6 years, is incredible. As far as he talks the game so well, his knowledge is there. His ideas are good, and all that. I think he's a boon to our channel. And for me personally, I mean, I'm really feeling lucky to have Harry as part of the whole group. I think the whole group is pretty good together. I think we fit well together, and there's good chemistry there. And over the next few years, I think you guys are going to see that come out. I should put the game on, eh? Probably started already. It would help if I had it on. Hang on, let it load. Watch its on. Oh yeah, full screen. Yeah, missed like a minute and a half. Yep. You're a little ahead of me, Phil. Well, we got a whistle with I got the 18-minute mark right now. Just the whistle just happened. All right. Yeah, Matt's okay. I'm making a joke about it. I haven't heard from him in 2 days, but I mean, Allen will be fine. No, Phil, if a goalie gets hurt, not when. Adam, I'm quite sure you enjoyed saying bottom feeder team, but you're right. I mean, you're 100% right. He's a really good backup, and he's playing with a suspect defense in front of him every night, and they seem to like to not play well for him. See, Adam, we can agree on things too, again. And no, I don't want to talk about Matthews, okay? No. Am I right? Colin White also played for the Devils at some point in his career? Or I am wrong? We're like 3 minutes in here. You know what? Seems to be a little more energy and stuff than the last game. The last game was boring. Penguins was a boring game. This looks like it's got a little bit more energy to it. We'll see. You also like that Jimmy Turpentine guy. Who the hell is that? I mean, that's how it could work out too. I could be totally wrong. I said that's just how my prediction, how it's going to go. Eric, if Gignac didn't clear waivers, we'd have heard. So he cleared. I heard nothing, but that means he cleared. So we're almost we're 3.5 minutes in here. Not much happening though. Well, my guy almost got the first. I mean, it was close. Not a great shot, but Mercer right there. It is Jake Allen in that. What the hell is that about? Oh, my lineup said Monty. Oh, well, look. What are you going to do? Adam. So, but I'm right. Okay, there was a Colin White that played for. Okay, but not this Colin White. I got you. Would I want Trevor Zegras? I am leaning towards it now. Yes, and I've said if they go out and get Trevor Zegras, I'm all behind it because I trust in them. So then they know stuff I don't, which is probably the truth, obviously. Stuff guy, are you out of here? If you are, always good to see you, buddy. No, we're 5 minutes in, and I mean, not much happening. We have an offside here for Montreal. So no shots, no goals, no nothing. Phil, I mean, it's going to be expensive. If we're going to get New Hook, it's not coming cheap. It's going to cost us a player and a couple of draft picks and probably the a first and maybe two firsts. But it's going to be expensive. But if they do it, then they know something I don't, and I'm good with that. Obviously, they know something I don't. It's a stupid thing to say. Of course they do, or I would be working there. Come on, boys, let's get one. Oh, it was Andy. No, we're not going to score then. Andy and Galley out there. Probably no goals coming here. If anything, a goal against. Now there's one shot apiece. Still no score. Almost 6 minutes in on my screen. Sufka. Oh, all right. That's it? Jeez, in my day, I used to go 45 minutes before I even knew I was doing anything. Not much happening in this game. We may be in for another boring game like the Penguins because it seemed like there was more energy. Just not. It does. It seems like they're slow again tonight. No pace to the game. Not much happening in this game. Wouldn't trade. No, Jack Guy's not getting traded, Phil. I wouldn't worry about that. He ain't going anywhere. Icing call against the Devils. No shots, no goals, no nothing, no milk carton. Nah, I mean, we don't have to put him on a milk carton. He's on Twitter doing stuff. He's just hiding from me. That's all. Why I couldn't tell you. Eric, I think that's how it'll work out. Exactly. It's going to be a big price. Does Hughes want to pay it? We'll see. I'd say if he does pay it, well, then he knows something, and I'm gonna be right. I'll be behind him on that. BL Jack Eye for Zegras, straight up. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but no, I don't make that deal because Jack Eye, whatever you want to think of him, he brings something nobody else, very few players do. Very few. And you know what? It's valuable. Believe it or not, that's my opinion anyway. They would be looking for more than PLD trades. Their PLD's not even on the horizon. Oh, Andy would have close, but it was Andy, so Gallagher would have shot right on save. I think it's time I take Matt out to the woodshed. Nah, I mean I'm not that type of person anyway. I'm good. He's got whatever. He's got stuff happening. It is Saturday. Saturday. I'm sure he just assumed Saturday. I'm not expecting him anyway. So I'm pretty sure that's all it is. It's his usual day off. So nothing to be made of it. He explained why he wasn't here earlier in the week. I have spoken to him since then, but not in the last couple of days. If not Allen, who would you use the last retention spot on? And Gallagher has a no trade and wait for LTIR. Yeah, Gallagher. I mean, even if you retain half, you're really going to find a partner for Gallagher. I don't think so. No, I think the only other person basically is Armia, or you use the retention spot in a deal like a 3-way deal where you retain somebody's salary and you get something for doing that. So to me, those are the three options for the retain. Do I think Vegas can be as impactful as Jack Eichel? Well, I mean, Stone is they got injuries again that'll probably be all cleared up by the time of the playoffs. I'm not sure what you're asking. Oh, not Vegas, Zegras. Okay, do I think Zegras can be as impactful as Jack Eichel? I imagine the potential's there. And you got to figure if they do go out and make a deal to get Zegras, they believe that. So, Bill, he's pretty right. Maybe you can maybe add Andy to that list. It wouldn't shock me if they move Andy, and they'll have to retain to do that. Would I do Gallagher for Huberdeau? It's not even that's not a question of whether I would do it. Would they do it? Not the Habs. Where's Huberdeau? Calgary for Gallagher? Why? I guess Galley makes less money. They'll have to retain on Huberdeau anyway to do that. So no. Adam, I agree with you. I mean, they, especially if you're talking one-on-one, one-for-one, no. If you think Huberdeau doesn't bring much this season, I mean, what's Galley bringing? Less, no? Well, we all know that, right? I mean, in hindsight, they should have traded Andy last season when they got the offer. They should have. But that's hindsight. Because I didn't say that then, but I would say that now. Kings won't move PLD now. It's too early yet. Yeah, Rich J. So getting rid of one bad contract to take on another bad one, no. And at double the length of time, no. We're halfway through this period and nothing is going on. Shots are 3-2 for Montreal, and there's no score. Offside for the Devils. BL probably. I don't know what's going on with PLD, but man, did we ever, avoid a problem with that? What kind of Habs moves? I mean, we've just been talking about. I don't know what you mean. Oi, commercial break here. That pump you up. Stupid commercials. Well, I mean, that's all I've been talking about, Red. We talked about that a whole bunch. We don't want PLD, of course, but he's not coming here. So Montreal won't touch PLD. No, I mean they won't. Why would they? PLD comes with drama and shitty hockey. So Harris is going, or they're shopping him apparently. I don't know that you can be sure of any of these trades. I really don't. I wouldn't take Line A. First of all, he's out with mental health issues, so he's not getting traded. Jimmy Turpentine is a good volleyballer, can't block women. Good for him. So we're at 8:25 left in the first on my screen. Still 3-2 in shots and no score. Must be bad ice. They look really slow out there. What's Harris' value? I don't know. He's not huge, that's for sure. Yeah, Aiken, I don't know how you can say that. What's Line A done to make you say that? Anything in the last 4 or 5 years? What's he done? Yeah, I agree with that in there. His career went down the drain pretty quick, so. But Phil, why is such a random topic from a volleyballer? I don't get it. Ethan Gauthier for Jordan Harris. Don't know enough about Gauthier to give you a proper thought on that. Laine came into the league a top 5 scorer, and what's he done since then? Name me something he's done really great in the last 5 years. Hey, Pro Chat, I can see your name. They usually show it. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. You believe he's one of the members of this audience? Jimmy Turpentine. Not that I know of. Nobody going by that name. This is a really boring game. Shots are now 4-3. Still no score. 6 minutes left in the first. I'm glad he's self-aware. Not going to help me want him in a trade. You want to trade for like that would be, anyways. AK, I mean, you could do what you want if you had the power. I wouldn't do that. I mean, you say he's struggling now, but he'd be our best scorer. You don't know that. You don't know that he'll ever get his scoring back again. You have a AAA hockey game today. Do I want to go watch? How would I do? How am I supposed to do that? First of all, and I mean, I'm here till for a few hours, so no. But How would I do that? I'm interested to know that. Don't give me what Top Shelf said, please. Top Shelf said that what 2 months ago. I guess if you keep saying it, eventually he'll be right. Martin Lapointe, not good. He's a bad scout because the Habs have been drafting bad the last 2 years. Oh, they've been bad. Oh, what horrible drafting. If I'm correct, Line looked bad before the trade. So, and you're not going to convince me on Line. Nope. And again, he's in the players assistance program. He's not getting moved till he's out of that at the very earliest. Red, you seem to know, like, what? You got a crystal ball? Reinbacher's not a good D because you look at the numbers. Claughton, 3-0. Like, you look at that and go, well, Reinbacher, it must be him. Because you're not obviously doing your research properly. But, I mean, okay, he's not a good D. Line was a point per game, guys. Show me the stats. You show them to me. And prove that. You prove that to me. Anytime you talk about prospects like that, where you're definite, oh, he's this and he's that, you know nothing. You know nothing because last year, early this season, Slav has to go to Laval. Slav is this, Slav is that. Is he? Is he that? So before you make final judgments on kids that haven't hit the NHL or anything like that, think about it. We're down under 4 minutes here in the first. Still shots are still 4-3. So either that shot clock's broken or it's a boring game. You're scouting? What team you work for? Can you be mad? I don't know. You want me to give you permission? I don't get what you base that on. Phil, you don't know for a fact that he pees standing up. You don't know this. You're mad because I don't know the kid. What kid you talk about? And if you're mad because I don't know something or somebody, then you got to do something about your temper, dude. Don't sweat the small things. I don't know the kid. I don't know Reinbacher. I don't know him personally. If you say he skates, he's not a good skater. You don't know the kid. You're pointing at me saying you don't know him. Yeah, I think so. Not optimistic for Reinbacher. He needs to be in Laval first. Oh no, he's got to go to Laval. Oh no! Come on, guys. I think in 3 years we'll be laughing at your takes. That's all. That's a good reason, Phil. We're almost out of this period. 1:15 left. Shots are 7-5 now. Look at that. Wow, no score. You think Roy is what? A first what? Liner? Yeah, well, you're wrong. He might be a second liner. Maybe. First? No. What Habs fan thinks Reinbacher is going to be a number one points guy? What fan? And shutdown defenseman, that's what he does. He happens to play on a really shitty team. But it's okay if you like Michkov, who's on a shitty team, and you use that as an excuse, but not for Reinbacher. No. Roy is indeed a first-line goalie. Yeah, different Roy. I say, how about let the kid come up and play, then judge him? Oh, look at this. He's alive. How's it going, Matt?
Good.
Just in time for the argument time. People telling me Reinbacher can't skate. He's not a top number one points guy because who said that ever? I don't know.
Well, because defensemen typically are your point scorers, right?
Yeah, they're number one too.
Yeah.
So if he's not a number one point scorer, why they draft him at number 5? I don't know.
Because that's what you fill your defensemen out with, just more forwards. Like, who cares about defense, right?
Right. He's not a shutdown guy either. I don't know what else.
I wonder if there is a way to play defense where you play. Oh, there's two-way defenders. Did you know that?
Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those days. That's all. I mean, listen, you guys are allowed your opinion. Obviously, you're
no, without a doubt.
It's the wrong one. That's all.
No, for sure.
You've seen, how many games of Reinbacher's you've seen? Have you watched more than 1? Have you watched more than 2? Have you watched 10? Have you watched this whole season? I bet you the answer is 1, and you made your judgment from that. If you judge a player on seeing him one time, you're an idiot.
No, I mean, I haven't watched like full games, but I try to stay up to date on his highlights. But the other thing I look at too is like I love looking at his underlying numbers, like in general, and his underlying numbers are very, very good.
And I read what
his possession numbers, the way like his play generation numbers, they're there. His underlying numbers are fantastic.
This happens to be on a shitty team that got shut out 4 of their last 5 games and scored 1 goal.
I mean,
but that's Reinbacher's fault.
He can't do everything himself.
Yeah, they got shut out 4 out of 5 times because of Reinbacher. Because he's not a number one points guy. Also on the shitty team, because a lot of people he's on a shitty team, right? So they're complaining. Michkov's on a shitty team, but he's generational.
Oh, and look, like Michkov's a forward, and like we've said, like Michkov has tremendous offensive talent. Like he's doing what he should be doing there. Like
Michkov's going to see a lot.
That's fine. They're different players, different positions.
Michkov's going to see a lot of ice, and I don't mean out there playing hockey. I mean lying flat on it. And why do I say that? He likes to be around the net. He likes to do things. He likes to poke and prod. Look at Gallagher. That's Galley's game too. Around the net, getting in there, and he gets killed half the time. And people want to tell me Michkov's not going to happen to him.
Oh no, that's the thing. Like, and again, and it's also a thing with Lane Hudson too. Like, obviously, they're smaller players. They're not going to be able to do everything they're doing now at the next level. But again, I mean, Lane Hudson's a defenseman, so he's not going to be around the net there. But you're right. Michkov operates around the net, which he should. He's a forward. The issue is he's not a tough guy. Like, he does that when he's here, he's going to have to go up against fucking big bruiser defenseman. Like he's gonna
get hit
crap kicked out of him.
When he's at the side of the net poking like that to get the puck. He's gonna get boom, and he's gonna be on his ass. And that's what I'm saying. And people are telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. That he's not doing anything wrong. The puck is I'm not saying that, but he's gonna get killed. Just ask Gallagher. So how is he going to handle that? Well, why are we talking about Michkov anyway? I don't know. Because on Twitter, I'm going through that with some Flyers fans. Who compared him to Carlson? Carlson? You putting words in my mouth. I haven't seen a single game of Claughton. It's not true, actually. I saw one. I didn't judge him on that one game, though. But you pointed your finger back at me to say I didn't see a single game, but you haven't said how many you have seen. Must be a conservative.
Be right back.
Yeah, no worries. What do you mean one of those days when we get arguments? Yeah, could be. I'm mentioning Michkov because of other reasons. But I think it's valid in here. You didn't say Michkov, but when did I say Erik Karlsson? Red, you cannot be VIP or mod, sorry. I'm salty because no one said Michkov. Maybe I am.
No, look. And first of all, who ever said Reinbacher was going to be Karlsson?
Nobody.
Because I never heard that. But look, Reinbacher's game is this. He's
Can I read
in his own end? He's good at closing down space.
How do I read your comment if I can't read, idiot?
But one of the key aspects of his game, he's not going to get a lot of points in the offensive zone, but he's going to start those rushes.
He's going to facilitate.
He's
points.
His underlying numbers support this very, very well. He's a really good facilitator. He's got a real nice cross seam pass, tape to tape. He'll start those rushes, right?
Yep.
And that's a huge, especially for a team like this, like with the first line and the second line too, once they find another wing. Like defenders like that are what we're going to need. And we sort of have that, right, with Struble right now. Obviously, he's hurt. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
It's not. Apparently, it's not serious.
Okay, good. Jack-Eye sort of not he's not going to me, Jack-Eye's not so much going to be counted on to kind of be like Jack-Eye will be more defensive. But, Struble, Reinbacher, and Hudson, when he gets here, those three guys are going to be your distributors. They're going to be the guys that transition up the ice and quickly. You need defenders like that because when you have defenders like that, that creates more opportunities for your forwards. And when you get a top forward line, Slavkovsky, Caulfield, and Suzuki, if you're getting them the puck in transition, they're in stride, not a lot of teams are going to have the speed to catch up with them.
Yep.
And that's how you generate offense. You score more goals. Now, of those three of facilitators, Lane Hudson obviously is also going to get a lot of points just because he's that smart and that skilled. And the offense, he can create his own chances if he wants. his ability to just zip backdoor passes through like a fucking forest is amazing. Reinbacher can't, not really his game. He'll facilitate the rushes up the ice, and he'll move the puck around in the offensive zone. But Hudson's going to be the defender who's going to be a point guy. And you really only need one defender like that.
I have to read this here. Eiter Strugel with re-adding or you think that's how I read? I don't know. You think oops, I didn't want to highlight that. Anyway, whatever. Insult the host. Insult the host day.
No, there are Aiken. I mean, Cole Caulfield. There's others too, that are right around there. Again, I'm not saying that Michkov won't be a point producer. I think he's a very highly skilled goal scorer, elite goal scorer. But he's gonna, and I don't know when he'll learn it, but he's gonna have to learn he can't park around the net like he does in the KHL and the NHL because he'll get the shit kicked out of him. He can do that in the KHL now because a lot of most teams in the KHL aren't good. There's really only like 6 teams that are very good, and then there's a drop. But if you watch his highlights, yes, obviously he shows his flashiness offensively, but I'm watching the defensemen against them, and they're either just standing there or they're just not bothering to do anything. And it's like, well, yeah, that's how we can operate there. That's not going to happen in the NHL, right? I mean, that doesn't even happen like in the NCAA. So, again, it's stuff like that, which is why I'll tell Alex all the time, be a little cautious because there's things that I don't think are going to go well for him in the NHL. Again, not saying he won't be an elite goal scorer. I think he will be, but, I want to see how he adjusts to getting hit because he's going to get bulldozed if he parks around the net.
He's getting a lot of comparison to Kirill Kaprizov, and I never heard anybody call Kaprizov generational, so I don't know why is Michkov getting that.
Yeah, I mean, and Michkov's playmaking's not bad, but again, he's the only guy on Sochi that really can do anything. So obviously, he's gonna be putting up numbers like that because he's gonna,
he's the only one who can.
The only guy on that team, like, and that's not to say he couldn't do that on another team, but if he play, next season, say if he stays with CSKA and plays full time, he's not gonna be the only option on that team. Right. So I want to see how he does without the puck, how he can move and, kind of create opportunities, for his teammates to pass it to him or something like that. Right. Like, and I think he can do that, but I want to see it because from what this year and even last year, it's the same stuff. They just give him the puck and they let him do what he has to do. That's it.
Yep. All right, let's change the subject and talk about something less testy. How's that? Why do they have to give us this Carlo Koliakovo all the time? He is a total asshole.
I don't know. No, Joe, I mean, you're absolutely right. Jack is a very versatile defenseman. And I'm, again, but for me, like when Reinbacher and Hudson are here, those are going to be your guys that are going to facilitate the play more often than a Jack guy or a Struble. I mean, Struble kind of, I think, will be more in between because I think Struble's a better skater than Jack guy. But again, I mean, Jack guy is no slouch at that. I think Jack guy is a better defensive defenseman, but again, I mean, the skills are there. Like, they're complete players. And that's the same thing I'll say about the top line, right? Not one of those guys just does one thing, right? They're complete. They're overall developing their overall game, which to me, I love seeing that more than just a guy that's really, really good at one thing and does nothing else. If that makes sense, right?
Bogdan is a better defenseman. Good for you. We're going to change that subject. So let's find something else to talk
Bogdan's
about.
very good too. There's a plethora of defensemen.
Let's find something that less testy to talk about.
I'm not testy. All I'm saying is like Reinbacher is a lot better than people give him credit for. They just don't look at his underlying numbers, and for whatever reason, every highlight package I see of him that people post, they're like bad highlights.
It's like kind of like calling him a bust before he's even hit the league, which is ridiculous. Because I never called any of the other players we're talking about. I never called them busts.
No, I mean I'll say Michkov's a bust when I talk to Alex just to bust his
ball.
Just
to bug Alex. That's different. You want to see Alex?
I think he's got a lot he's going to have to work on. But again, dude,
he's going to be a good.
The detriment
NHL
is he's
player,
not going to really have that type of development in the KHL because he's really at the mercy of his coaches over there. There's nothing the Flyers can do to influence his development.
He's going to take some big hits to learn his lessons.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
He should. But it'll be...
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Anyway, we'll see. So what do we change the subject to? Something different so we don't argue?
I'm not arguing.
Not you. I didn't say you. Stop arguing back. Nothing. What can we come up with? Yeah, I don't know. The what you were saying about Struble. Struble, Eric Engels put it out. He's not. He won't be in today's game. He's not, but he should be back soon. It's not
good.
It's
yeah,
not
so then it was probably more of just like a minor muscle pull then or something, and they took him out so he didn't.
Remember, was it earlier in the season with Anderson? He had that leg thing and literally had to be helped off, and then he was back in the next game.
Yeah.
It's probably something similar to that.
Yeah. I mean, which is, like I said, I mean, it's, he could have, I mean, it could have just been the way he was gliding in, and I don't know, maybe for whatever reason, a nerve got pinched off for a second. And
nobody was around him. He was just skating on his own. He didn't take any contact when it happened.
Or it could have just been like a minor muscle pull, and they said, we're keeping you out so you don't tear it. And,
Yeah, like I said, I don't know, but it's not serious.
Which for everyone who still criticizes the medical team, that wouldn't have happened last year.
Yeah, I mean, we had that injury thing, but I mean, look at the injury list now. It's nothing like last year.
No, and look at things like that with Struble, and even when it happened to Anderson, they held him out because they didn't want him to go back out there and hurt himself more.
Well, yeah, of course.
Right? Like,
well, we don't know. No, I mean, obviously Struble's still hurt. It's not serious. It's a day-to-day thing.
Right, but what I'm saying is if it was like say he might like maybe pulled a hammy or something, just because of the way he was stretched out and it was minor, the fact that they held him out for the game instead of just giving him a period is phenomenal because he could have tore it.
Yeah,
right? It's stuff like that where when I look and I go, that's why this medical team's better, because they said, okay, he got hurt on the ice. It's minor, but we don't want to aggravate. We don't want to make this any worse than it. We don't want to make this worse. So you're done for the game. We'll see how you are in a few days, and if you're feeling good, if we're good, then we'll let you play. And that's what they should be doing.
Sofka's down there is being funny.
Right, and it's like the same thing I said about when Gooley got hurt early in the season. Maybe they kept him out a little longer than he should have been, but it was all precautionary to make sure he was 100% so he didn't get hurt again. Right, when I'm not, aside from like Harvey Pinard, there really haven't been guys that have gotten hurt and then got re-injured again and again, like we saw last year a lot.
Question for you.
Which again is a testament to the medical team because they're keeping guys out until they're 100%, so that doesn't happen.
You've been You've been out all week. Have you missed this? Because you haven't shut up since you got here.
Yeah, I did.
Are you all full of pent up like things I got to get out?
No, I have missed it.
Anyways, we're back for the second
Mm-hmm.
in just a minute. Not even that.
I am glad to see Josh was been playing a little bit better. I mean, again, he'll still develop
A lot better,
and he's still very young. But yeah,
no, a lot better. He's not going back down.
Oh, really? Again, I haven't been on. I haven't watched him, but from what I've seen and what Treg's, what I've seen, from Treg posting, it certainly looks like Josh was, really starting to come into his own.
Red, do you think you're going to scream at me to make you a mod? Do you think that's going to work? You see Sofka being funny? Let's talk about something we'll not argue about.
Oh, God.
But that's not going to work.
I want to say one more thing, too, because it just popped into my head about defensemen who are going to get, who are going to be point guys. We also have Logan Mailloux. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but he's turning the AHL on its head.
Yeah, he's leading the league for defenseman points.
So, yeah, between him and Lane Hudson, point-wise from defenseman, they'll be fine. Reinbacher will be the facilitator and be able to play. And Hudson's defense is way better than it was last year. Oh, God, I feel almost.
Matt's monologues. No, he's probably got a bunch of pent-up hockey thoughts that have to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Red, you can be mad. Just better not be freaking mad at me and scream at me in here. You won't be lasting very long in here.
Ooh, that's a good play from Armia.
We're almost.
Well, I've been staying on that second line with Newhook. I don't know what line it is. That Newhook line. Is the Newhook line second line or the third line?
Second line.
So is Wab been playing there with him?
No, this is something new, I think. Yeah, well, they made some changes to the lineup. No, Wab's been with Evans, hasn't he?
I don't know.
No, he has been with Newhook. I'm sorry, he has.
Because if there's, Wab continues to play well, and he developed some chemistry with Newhook, next year's second line might be Wad, Doc, Newhook.
Look, it's getting even worse. They're calling players who haven't even played in the league busts now. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, what I was saying is if Wad and Newhook can develop a nice chemistry and Wad keeps, playing better with Newhook, I don't see why the second line next year won't be Wad, Doc, and Newhook.
Mostly because if they do pick up that player they're talking about, that guy will be on the wing on the second line, and Wad will be on the third, in my opinion.
No, I mean that could certainly be true. Absolutely. I'm just thinking about it like
Galley with the first goal. Boom! Yeah. Slap shot from the high slot. Phil, you're in the running.
Nicely too.
Phil gets one finally.
Oh, he put that right in the top corner. But yeah, no. I mean, I could see why starting on the third line, but again, I also wouldn't mind even maybe trying Wah with Doc and Newhook next season because, like I said, if Newhook and Wah can develop,
depends on the draft. It depends on the situation. Exactly. I'm not saying it's out of the question, but I depends on what.
No, I agree.
Breaks down over the Let's see. Cam says you've got a lot of pent up something. All right.
Is Wah wearing 30? Who's wearing 36? Is that Wah?
No, that's Colin White.
The fuck is that? Oh, wait, is that the guy we just claimed off waivers?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, he just got drilled. Oh, not drilled, but there's a little collision.
Not yet. For me, that's how far behind I am. There's the hit. No, that's not that bad a hit.
No, it wasn't. It was more of a collision.
They both took it. It went down. Do I want... Who you asking that, Jack? Because I've been talking about that. I already said what I thought.
No, I don't like Trevor Zegras. And you can go look at my Twitter. I've stated the reasons why. I'm not going to go over it again.
I'm leaning towards I'm fine with it. Maybe some emotion in this game finally. It's been a boring game. First line, man, still quiet. I kind of thought they'd have a big game.
I mean, first of all, I don't know what the hell we'd even have to give up for Zegras. Second of all, as much as, you know, we do need his offensive skill, I'm not crazy about the other aspects of his game. And that's the big reason. Like, he doesn't go into the corners. He doesn't work hard in the corners. He disappears on defense. I don't know. I don't think it's a good fit. And shit. Well, that too, no signal. Like,
yeah, I don't know how accurate that is, though. That might not be accurate. That's the thing.
No, but again, like my big issue with him is that
1-1.
He disappears in the defensive zone, and he's not. He doesn't go into the corners and work hard to try to get pucks. It just, I don't know. For me, it's not, that doesn't fit with how, our top two lines should be playing, right? Like, I don't know. Granted, he'd probably have good chemistry with Caulfield.
It's that bad that he can't stop talking to say there was a goal.
Well, I'm ahead of you. That's why I said, oh shit.
Cam, when do you work hard on my channel? Oh, yeah, it's on both channels. I forgot.
Well, Cam, you make a good point, too. Zegras will probably have to play second line center, but I'd rather have Doc at center on the second line. Like, I don't see a fit with Zegras here. I don't want him.
Red already did Saturday Hockey Talk. So, no. I'm on my third show already. No, going to be on my third show today soon.
Oh.
You're a junior executive producer. Is that it? I'm what, a senior executive producer? Or just a senior?
Damn, that title didn't run by my desk, sir. I'm the vice president of the company. I have to approve. I mean, Zegras can play wing pretty well. In fact, I think he played wing in the World Juniors a couple years ago.
Colin White just missed the net from 3 feet out. Colin White, 3 feet away from the net, missed it.
Good stuff.
That's pretty bad.
Who did it? Who took the penalty?
Cameron, that should be his title.
Yeah.
That should be his title. First penalty call of the game. Interference, right? Or cross-checking. Cross-checking. So Montreal going on the PK and New Jersey on the power play. Remember, New Jersey, last 10 games, 5.9% on the power play. So right now they're not functioning well. They're due, though. So we'll see what happens. Who's my guest today? What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not a guest, no signal.
I don't see a guest anywhere.
I'm the VP. I've just been away for a minute.
How's everyone's favorite Ninja Turtle? I don't have a favorite Ninja Turtle. Matt would be late to his own funeral. That's hard to do.
I would tell you I was late to my own birth.
Well, a lot of people are late. It's called what do they call that when you're overdue?
No, so I wasn't overdue. I was actually, born around, gestation wise when I should have been. But the morning of the day that I was born, like my mom started having contractions, like she was going into labor. So mom and dad rushed to the hospital. And then a whole day, I made her wait. She didn't have me till 9:00 that night.
Yeah.
So I say I was late.
Nothing unusual about that.
No, I just think it was funny because they thought they were going to have me right then and there in the morning, and I was like, nope, going back to sleep.
Are you firstborn?
Yeah, I was the firstborn.
A lot of times the first one takes a long time.
Mm. Yeah, no, my sister was almost born on the highway. Like they barely got to the hospital one time.
Yeah, the first one takes longer though. So we did the same thing. Went in there early in the morning, and it was 7:15 at night when Zach was born. All right, where was I? Zegras is a different level prospect from all the guys you listed, but with skilled guys, there's always a chance things won't work out with anybody. But yeah, I don't know if they do it. I'm good with it. I don't know. Wish this game was more exciting. Silence is golden.
I'm just reading comments.
The sound of silence.
Aiken, I mean, Caulfield's still a hell of a player, first of all. Second of all, when I made that comment about Zegras at the World Juniors, I was just merely thinking about where he played position-wise. I didn't really care about points. Because as you can see, Cole Caulfield's really good. 5 points in the World Juniors doesn't really.
Yeah, because everybody who didn't have a good World Juniors never went on to do anything good.
But I was just merely thinking because I think Zegras played wing on that team. And I think I don't know what line they have McTavish on in Anaheim. But if McTavish is on the first line, then Zegras would be on the wing. But I'm not sure. I have to look at their line chart. Because I know Zegras can play both.
JS Games is very supportive of you. He's shocked that you were late. He's very supportive.
Oh, I know who that is.
Well, he's calling you Nordy. I hope you do.
Well, no, I had to look at it, and I looked at the the letters, and I was like, oh, never mind, I know who it is.
He didn't he win a prize when we gave away those prizes?
Yeah, that's Jackson. Yep.
Yeah, Jackson.
It took me a second because I looked at the initials and I was like, it took an extra second to register in my head.
All those drugs you do. Power play over for New Jersey.
Oh, good defending from Gooley there.
Good defensive play by Gooley there.
Oh my God! If that puck landed back on Caulfield's stick and he scored, I think I would have just jumped through my ceiling.
Phil, the idea of trading Allen would be to get assets. I don't know that Ryan Suzuki at this point is an asset or a prospect, like a good one.
Could say.
Although, didn't do my research when I said that, but that's my opinion. Did we see that the Red Wings done Dick the Blues? Really?
Yeah,
they made
did.
a movie out of that? A porn movie?
Red Wings beat the crap out of them. I think at the beginning of the season too, I think I was the only one out of us that said Detroit was probably going to be where they were.
Well, first of all, it's not over, and they're obviously, they're trying to show that they're still in that race for the top four.
Well, no, I just mean because at the beginning of the year, obviously, between Detroit, Buffalo, and Ottawa, right, those were the three teams that everyone was saying, all right, these teams should make a jump. And
Detroit
out of those
did
three
a little
teams,
bit.
I picked Detroit to probably finish the highest out of those three. And then I think I had Buffalo kind of fighting for a wild card spot, but not there yet. And Ottawa, I didn't think they were going to be good. But I had Detroit right where they are. I figured because they're Detroit, because it's the Yzer plan, I figured that this year they'd start making that jump back to where they should be. Okay, well, Erik Karlsson and Ryan Backer play defense.
Not in Phil's team. Their top line.
Cam, yeah, you're right.
Oh, second shot by Pearson, and he puts it right in the glove. And he says, hey, do I get points for that?
I mean, look, to be fair, too, with Ottawa, I think a lot of their struggles, too, have just been a lot of the off-ice shit that's been going on with them. And, the players can't really control that. But, yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, I didn't think Ottawa was going to make the jump that people said they were. Like I said, I had Detroit doing that, and Detroit's...
They weren't great out of the gate. You got to get a good start. You don't have to, but it helps. And they had injuries to some key guys on D. Is Ryan Reynolds still interested in buying the Sens?
No.
What are you talking about? The Sens, they were bought by Michael Andlauer. So Reynolds was out. Then Snoop Dogg stepped in with some group, and they were out, and Michael Andlauer bought it. He was a minority partner in the Habs. So the guy that owns the Sens is actually a Habs fan because he wasn't just a minority owner; he was a big Habs fan. So. Lucas says Ottawa's ability to not get better impresses him.
No, I mean, I agree. Like, there's a good amount of talent spread out on that team. It just, I don't know. It won't click. Like, the talent won't click. Shane Pinto suspension didn't help. Like I said, the off-ice stuff hasn't helped them at all.
And they're losing their first-round pick this year. It would be a good one.
Yeah, so I have a question about that then. So
if it's a top 10 pick, they shouldn't lose it.
If it's a top 10 pick, they keep it? Or are they losing?
They shouldn't lose it, but I think they lose it no matter what.
So, because I'm just thinking lottery-wise.
Oh, I don't know how it affects the lottery.
Oh, who just sniped that? Suzuki.
I guess if they're out of the lottery, whoever's number 10, like they all move down one.
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? So, like,
I would think. Suzuki with a blast from the circle, and he scores, and it's 2-1 Montreal.
Because I mean,
nice.
Because what I'm thinking is they'll probably, I mean, they'll keep him in there fairness-wise, just so it's, percentage-wise everything lines up. But like, I'm just thinking, like, say that pick ends up being number 1, like. Technically, then everyone would just slide forward, right?
They get taken out of the ball thing. They don't have any balls. They can't. They don't have a first-round pick. They can't be in there.
Okay, yeah.
Unless they acquire one. Then it's different.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be their first-round pick.
It wouldn't be, no. So they're going to be taken out, I would think. And number 11 is number 10. Number 10 is number 9, like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm right.
They have. I don't think they've explained it. Because
now it's a different way to look at the standings, right? Because if you look at the league,
I don't think they've explained
right
it.
now. They're ahead of us, but then they don't have that pick, so that's irrelevant. So technically,
they're not ahead of us. They're behind us by a point.
Well, behind, but I meant lottery wise.
Somebody hit the post. Who is it?
So technically, then we're in the 6th spot, right? If you take Ottawa out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I think that is the case. That they're sitting 7th from the bottom, but they're really 6th from the bottom because Ottawa doesn't have a pick. Lucas, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And it's not a good look for the league, but
yeah, so technically then Seattle would be at the 10th spot.
Seattle would be, yeah. I mean, that's you think.
I'm just looking at the standings right now.
Yeah, everybody drops down a spot.
Okay.
.520 left in the in the second. We're killing them in shots, 19-9. So New Jersey's still looking like they're in their slump streak, whatever it is. BL, you guys shitty weather again? That sucks, man. Just say no to drugs, Matt. Yeah, he can do that. The guns part? No. Are we all Canadian here? Matt's not Canadian. Cam is British. Only in Canada, you say? $22 here and 7 likes. Yeah, I don't push for that enough. Give a like. If you're having a good time, give a thumbs up. Appreciate that. It's on the bottom there. Let's see if we can get 22 likes. They're going for a commercial break. I'm going to leave you for a second as I have to visit the little hockey player's room. And Matt's going to take over for just a second there. I'll be right back. That's not what I meant to do.
All right. So according to Cap, I'm on Cap Friendly because I'm looking at Ottawa's pick. So they have to pick which pick they're going to forfeit, either 24, 25, or 26 first. I don't know when they have to make that determination. I don't know if it's before this coming draft lottery or after. I don't know.
All right, I'm back. And clean slate for the rest of the game for everybody. Let's not argue.
That's fine.
Matt, you weren't arguing. Stop it. People know who I'm talking about.
No, I know.
Matt, were you ever a Bruins fan? Yes, he was. Then he got smarter.
So Ottawa has to pick either there's 24, 25, or 26 first overall pick to forfeit. I don't know when they have to make that decision though.
They have to do what? Say that again?
So it's either the 24, 25, or 26 first round pick that they have to forfeit.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I don't know when they have to make that decision. The wording on Cap Friendly is within.
They're not going to do it this year. They're going to take their pick. They're going to have a good pick. They're going to take it this year.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, so I don't. But I don't know if they have to make. I don't know if they have to make that decision before this year's draft lottery or I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll see.
Because according to the wording on Cap Friendly, it's within 24 hours of the conclusion of the draft lottery, which I get it. It makes sense. But I mean, I feel like if that's the case, then I mean, obviously this year's first is out of the question. It'll be 25 or 26.
Got to think, right?
I don't know. I don't know why they had to give him a choice at 3, I don't know why they're making just have them make the decision right away or just say it's this pick. That's just annoying.
Yeah, they should make them before the season. Decide. But they're giving them a break. It was really kind of much to take that pick away anyway, so they're saying, "I'll give you the break."
And I get that. I get why they give him the choice, but give him a hot
Don't take the pick away for what they did. Come on. That's ridiculous.
No, I agree, but I mean,
They tied it up. God damn it. Not Allen's fault. He was totally screened. He did not even see the shot.
no, I wouldn't take the pick away regardless. I'm just saying, like, now that they've handed down that punishment, like,
take the one that hurts the least. It's not this year. This year they're going to keep their pick.
Yeah.
Push it off. And if the third year it's the same kind of thing, well, not much you can do. Yeah, that's not an Allen. I mean, there was a gang in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt he saw that at all. So it's a 2-2 game. Strange line. Evans, Anderson, Gout. Why? What's strange about that? Gislain, guys, winger, a lot of wingers play both sides, dude. All you got to do is go look on Cap Friendly. It'll show if they're listed as left wing, right wing, then they play both sides.
Yeah, and it's especially in today's game, it's really
more often than ever.
It's really it's just
you're a winger.
Yeah,
you're a winger.
You know, and there are still players that primarily play one wing, or even the players that play both. Like, they'll play one better than the other, but they can play both just fine.
Yeah, if you can play both and have played both, then you're going to be listed as a left, right.
Right.
If you've only played, like Galley is listed as a right winger because he plays right wing. He doesn't play the other side. Wow, we're at the end of this period already. Good stick there by Matheson to get that the stick in the way, and the shot went out. Mark, there's really no such thing as a quick fix. It's not a good thing just to do quick fixes. They may have a strong side, Mark, but they could play both. So that's the whole point of it. "25 seconds. Gislain, no, that's not how it works. The coach tells you where you're playing. That's where you play.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of them said, okay, I'll sacrifice my position today. What is that about? And Andy plays both sides.
He does. I know Caulfield can play both sides. Slav, I think, can play both sides.
So we're tied up at 2 after 2. 2s all across the board. Go out and play a lotto ticket and put a lot of 2s in there. Don't play a lotto ticket. You're just throwing your dollar away. All right, so we got like 18 minutes here to talk about stuff. Coaches prefer to have options. Yes. Coach tells them where they're playing. They don't go up and say, Coach, today I want to be a left winger. So I'm playing left wing. That doesn't happen. I'm salty today, eh? I think I have to admit I'm a bit salty today. I apologize if I am. It's because of the sin bin this morning. I had to produce and direct that, and they got me all salty. So don't forget to go check out the sin bin. Link is not in the description, but it is up on the new channel on Don't Puck with Media. If you're not watching this there, the link is in the description to get there and check out the sin bin number 3. Harry Rice joins the group, and they argue about Crosby versus McDavid. It gets a little heated. And then Alex, who before we started said, yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'll only jump in when I think it's necessary. He didn't shut up the whole time. It was a good episode. Not a bad second, better than the first. And in saying that, though, it was still boring, right? Overall, this is overall a boring game. The Devils have been playing pretty bad hockey as of late, yes. Did Phil take out? Yes, Phil, of course, took Gallagher, but he took 6-3. I don't see it ending up that way. But yeah, Phil is definitely in the race to win here. There's somebody else. I believe there's another person who took Gallagher as well. He also predicted Gallagher to have a hat trick and three assists as well. So if I hold him to everything in that prediction, he ain't getting it. But yeah, it's 6-3 Montreal. Gallagher with the win, with the goal for Phil. Am I right, Phil? Yeah, and the scarf trick, but that I never hold you to that. But yeah, so it's got to be 6-3 Montreal, and then yeah, Phil would be the third winner. But like I said, there is another person. I want to say the score they gave was either 4-2 or 4-3. So the game is about who could play less badly. I mean today, especially because we have been pretty terrible as of late as well. Yeah, no, it's true. But you think, this is a great game for them to bounce back and get some confidence, score a few goals, get their game back a bit. But so. Good to see Suzuki get a goal. Line one's on the board. That's a good thing. And hopefully they can get a few more here. Well, a few. One or two more. Uber Eats has Victoria and David Beckham doing commercials now. Yeah, the sad part, BL, is that they need to do commercials when they have that kind of money. They need the money for that. Mark, I think Montreal's proven they've got pretty good character. Just it doesn't come out every game. It's just you're talking about the Habs. The Habs win a game from time to time, but that's about it from time to time. And listen, at this point in the season, they have the hardest schedule going forward of any other team. So if you're out there expecting a lot of wins in these last 25 games, I wouldn't. My honest opinion in these games, 5 to 7 wins the rest of the way. Could they surprise teams? Of course, but I mean, if you're looking at that schedule, 5 to 7 wins. Who lost 28 games in a row? What are you talking about? Are we talking about a different team? I think. What team that you know of lost 28 games in a row, Matt?
I don't know of any, but
I don't know of any.
The Senators in their first season were probably close.
No, I think he's talking about a current team now. I don't know of any team.
I don't. Well, I mean, might be talking about the games we have left.
Mark, you shouldn't be disheartened. We're in the middle of a rebuild. That should be all you need to remember.
Yeah,
that's it. Don't have to remember any more than that. We're in the middle of a rebuild, so lower your expectations is really what it is.
Yeah.
Well, Ghislain, I know we'd lose 28 in a row if we lose the next 26 because we're already on a 2-game losing. No, maybe 4 game. I'm not sure how many, but we've lost a few in a row.
Oh, Mark, then you didn't watch the fucking season after we went to the Cup final? Then we have like 2 10-game losing streaks.
8.
No, they're 8.
3 once 3. 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember that.
It was 3 under Ducharme. They were horrible under Ducharme.
Oh yeah.
Lucas, could be I don't follow the NBA, so I don't really know. Mark, we had 3 8-game losing streaks under Ducharme, so you might not have remembered that, but we had them. What you want me to read a message that says Y, the letter Y? Why would I read that kind of stuff? Maybe instead of putting message, put it all in one. I'm going to be more apt to read it. I'm telling you. Do what you want. You can feel how you want. Thank you for sticking up for me there, Lucas. Appreciate that. You have autism. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. How do I know these things? Because your name is Red? I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you to leave either. Hey there, Mr. Expos, Chicago. How's it going? Your Pistons are already set the record?
28 games.
That was in a row, so they're the ones that did that? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they gave the Celtics a little bit of a scare, and then we put the game away in the second half. I remember that losing streak.
Has there been a team? Yeah, was there a team recently that didn't win a game in the NFL one year?
Yeah, the Browns in, was it 16?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah.
Was I in high school? I was either like a senior in high school. It was like right after I graduated. I gotta look this up.
You fell on your head a lot as a kid. Nah, it couldn't be. You're a huge Habs fan. You're good. 3 or 4 teams that have a worse goal differential than us. Yeah, but again, we're in a rebuild. It's kind of normal.
So it was right after I graduated high school. 2017, they went 0-16. Year before that, they went 1-15.
Oh, there you go. That's
Year before that, they went 3-13.
They progressed down to the bottom.
Yeah. Then after that season, they went 7-8, then 6-10, then 11-5.
Oh, I gotta wear these to hear Matt. Damn it. Didn't LeBron offer to play for the Browns until they won? LeBron, why would LeBron? How would that work? I did not hear that. The Lions went winless? I don't think so. Did the Lions ever go winless?
2008 Lions, yeah, went 0-16.
Oh.
Them and that 2017 Browns are the only 2 teams to ever do it.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Autism is good. I didn't say anything about it being good or bad, did I? I just said I didn't know. Obviously, though, highly functioning autism. So kind of like Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory. Anyways, no worries. Everyone's welcome here. You know that. I may get salty at times. Yeah, I don't really mean anything by it. You're in a special class? Well, listen, all the best. I'll try to remember this in the future. So, no hard feelings. I can't watch Carlo Koliakovo. Jesus. Such a hypocrite, that guy. All right, we getting any more comments? They're going to be back. I would think in a few minutes. I don't know. Red, no, sorry, I'm not adding mods right now. It's not anything against you personally. I've been asked a few times, but I'm not adding mods. So I mean, don't take it personally. It's like if you're applying for a job that's not open. So, Matt, I got to ask you, your new job, that what you do all day?
Yeah. What? Oh, this?
Yeah.
No. God, no.
Red, I don't know what VIP means. Honestly, I don't know what a VIP. Do you know what VIP is for the channel? I don't know what that means.
What?
Well, you can be a mod. Red saying, can he be a VIP? What? I don't know what that means. Honestly, I don't know what that means at all.
Never heard of a VIP?
In terms of the channel.
No, I'm probably just as a mod, I guess. I don't think it's like an actual YouTube thing. I think he means it in like the actual sense of the word.
Okay, but we don't have that. So if that's what you want to be, yeah, you're a VIP. It makes you feel better. I don't have anything like that. Just like I know what a VIP is. In terms of the channel, I don't know what it means in terms of the channel. All right. So Aiken says VIP is on other streaming platforms like Twitch. It's not here. They don't have VIP here. There you go. I mean, who doesn't know VIP is a very important person? I mean, who doesn't know that? I'm 61 years old. And salty today, too. Some channels have a members clause like your greens. Don't know what that means either.
Well, no, you can. Yeah, typically.
I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Third
Yeah,
period
like,
should be back.
like you could set it like in the membership tiers. Like you could set up like a tier that says MVP.
You could. I don't set up like that.
Yeah, I think it's set up in like hockey terms, right? It's like bottom six, middle six.
That's what I do.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. Do I make special? I don't, because you know why I don't anymore? Nobody watches them when I make it. Nobody. And it's not being salty. Nobody watches them. I put out the last few I put out, no views. People didn't even know they were there. So I don't know. I might do it. I think they changed how they promote them for you. So maybe it'll be better now, but man, nobody watches them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like spending time that nobody's going to watch it. We're back for the game, by the way. They're about to face off on my screen. Okay, we're going to face off, or we're going to stand around and talk? I don't know. Oh, about time. Line up there, guys. Devils win the draw. Still, the pace is just another boring fucking game overall. No pace to this game. Minute and a half in. It's a boring game. Shots are, by the way, 20-14. Montreal's up, and it's a 2-2 tie. Are we going to go to overtime? A little too early to tell, but not that far off. Oh, wow. I didn't see the drop back in the shot. I thought Galley had it and then had an open net. Wow. My eyes are betraying me. They just said Matheson had a hard on for Toffoli. Look at that. That's what I heard anyway. Oh, I guess I'll drink this. God, it's boring. Come on, somebody, do something.
All righty.
Ops. What kind of pass did they say? A hand pass. I didn't see it. Man, what's wrong with my eyes today? He's only going to get bigger, faster, stronger. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. What happened with my clock? It's in my bedroom now. Heard too many complaints and got rid of it. Well, got rid of it from here anyway. And you know what? It's a good month. Nobody noticed that it was gone for this long.
What was?
My clock that you always hear ticking.
Oh, yeah.
Icing on Montreal.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah. What?
First 96 career NHL game, Slavkovsky's got more points than Jack Hughes.
3 points more, 1 power play goal more, 2
more
goals
goals, and I think 1 more assist.
Yep.
But Slavkovsky's a bust. He won't amount to anything.
He's a bust, man. I'm more professional without that loud clock ticking. Well, I finally got rid of it. I get there eventually. 5 minutes gone in this third period already. Offside. Offside Montreal. I don't know why that wasn't a delayed offside, because I thought Newhook had his foot on the line. He touched the puck in the other zone. There was a Hab in there, so he touched the puck. You let the guy come out. I don't know how they decide whether they do that or not. What's my ultimate vision for the channel? I don't work that way. My goal is just to get better and grow the channel. That's it.
Oh, that would have been pretty. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Any goals? Like, I don't have long-term goals like that. I don't know why I don't set them, but he hit the post.
Oh, I don't have volume on. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, he hit the post.
Ah. Oh, that was a nice pass from Slav. Sue's just going.
Ah. Wow. That almost went in off of Suzuki on the side.
That was a nice pass from Slavkovsky, dude. That was a real nice pass.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the first line wants to get the goal, the winning or the go-ahead goal. At least they're showing something 7 minutes in, but they're showing something earlier than they usually do in this situation. So Afghan, kind of, yeah. I make decisions as I go along. I don't know what the future holds. So take it day by day.
Good save.
I think if I was younger, I might have more goals that way. You should probably ask Matt that, and I don't know. I think at this point, I just want to do this as long as I can. No, BL, green bananas I buy because, yeah, so I do. That way they last longer.
Jake Evans just went to the locker room.
I didn't get that.
I mean, I used to have goals for the channel, but I've never gotten there. I stopped doing that and just have smaller goals that I don't really call. I don't know. I don't make much of it.
Jake Evans is hurt.
Who's asking me for a favor, Phil? I don't get what you're talking about. Do I think I'll get to 4,000 eventually? Eventually. Ooh. We're going to get a penalty here? Armia? Or was he pushed in? Okay, go to commercial. Oh, they're showing it now. I don't know that you can blame Armia on that. I don't think so. Matt's goal is to get off that milk carton. Yeah, we put your face on a milk carton. We didn't know where you were. How is the game? Making Chinese food for supper. The game's not making Chinese food for supper. Oh, you are. I'm sorry. No, you do have the punctuation. I'm just making fun. I want some Chinese food for supper. It's a boring game, Born to be a Habit. It's tied up at 2, but it's a boring game. Jake Evans just needed to pee. What's that about? Did I miss something? Who's the mod hopeful? The mod hopeful was red. He left, though. It seems like maybe he didn't, but I don't have to make supper. I just have to reheat. I made lasagna yesterday, 2 smallish lasagnas. Who doesn't love Chinese food? I used to make my own versions of things. I don't like cooking it anymore. I love eating it. Like I order from restaurants. I don't like making it anymore. It's weird. I know who doesn't like Chinese food. Must be Harry. Harry's never had rice before. Because last night on the Q&A, someone asked what kind of rice he likes, and he doesn't know. He'll tell you when he tries it. And I said, "You never had rice?" I said, "That's the first person I ever met that I know that about." Let's put it that way. So. We're almost halfway through this third period. Still 2-2. Montreal still up on shots, 23-14. And we're getting closer to an overtime or next goal wins this game. Big save by Allen there. As I said that, Jack Hughes with a shot from the slot, and he makes a good save. So... let's see. Phil says made lasagna from scratch. Made the sauce, and then I put together the lasagna. No, I made everything from scratch except the noodles and the cheese. I made the sauce, and then I made the lasagna. What do you mean? I make spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce all the time. How much do I pay for Chinese food when you order it? Depends on what you order. I usually order the same thing from this one place that I like, and it's with today's prices, it comes out to, with the tip and all that stuff, $32 or something like that. That's for one person. It's ridiculous. Is that Dragon House? Phil? No, Dragon House. Yeah, is in Lachine. On Notre Dame, right?
Jake Evans?
No. We're talking about a Chinese restaurant. Now, interesting story. Dragon House had 2 restaurants. One was in Saint Laurent. I used to go there for the buffet all the time. Ordered food from the one in Lachine, and there was a cockroach in one of the things. So I've never eaten there again. If it's that. So anyways, there's one on Notre Dame and Lachine.
Oh.
But that doesn't say Lachine. It's Duchine, so it's from China. Verdun. Oh, the Verdun one. Yeah, I think I know that one. Barbecue, pork chops, sweet and sour pork stir fry. You made your own egg rolls? Or you didn't make the egg rolls? And bacon fried rice. Bacon fried rice. That's interesting. I've made egg rolls before from scratch. They're not that hard. Obviously, you don't make the outside. You buy those, but yeah, I've made egg rolls before. They're good too. What do you mean, stupid tipping culture? Yes, we tip people in appreciation of them doing stuff for us. What do you mean, stupid? Women's League, Ottawa 1, Montreal 2 after 2. Nice. Matt, you cracked Lucas up. No, it's that little he gives when he's not paying attention, but he wants to make you think that he is. I love that. How we doing here? Still a boring game. 9:26 left. Puck just went over to glass. Matt, pop me. Oh, I read that. Phil says, so that soy guy, when I was ordering it in high school, it was $4.25. Yeah, it was a little Sioux guy. Yeah. I used to like it was a really good dish, cream of some young guy, but that was when I was in college. I was just experimenting with it. Yeah, Born to be Happy, that's what I do. I don't make them anymore, but yeah, I used to buy them. But they're really good if you make your own. They're really good. It's a bit of work. Just not absolutely when you do a survey. Tips are big time helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Especially like if you're a waitress, they only pay you like a small amount because you earn tips. So imagine if you don't tip them, then they're not making any money and they're serving you and doing something. How's Jonathan Drouin doing? Average. Doing Jonathan Drouin. Nothing special, nothing bad. Nothing to brag about. I think he's like on pace for maybe 50 points. Stuff guy, it's not even the employer's fault. It's like that's what the law is. You pay the waitress like $2 an hour, $3 an hour, and they make tips. Yeah, it's mandatory because there's people that won't tip. And when you're working a job where you're getting paid nothing by the hour because you earn tips, well, then it should be mandatory. What's everyone's opinion on twincest? What the hell is twincest? Is that a new category on Pornhub?
Okay. I don't think this is the particular stream for that, but you do you, Phil.
What's he doing again? He's looking for twin girls to watch them have sex with each other.
I guess.
Is that what twincest is? Sounds like it.
I would assume.
Bill says Drouin has the best contract in the NHL at the moment, except that you get Drouin. Suzuki for hooking. Suzuki don't like that call.
If you don't like the call, then you know it's bad.
Where's the hook?
I don't know.
I didn't see a hook. Did you? Anybody?
The camera angle was weird. I mean, it
It
looked
was
like
weird,
he just
but
did a
still.
stick lift on him or something. I didn't see a hook.
So that's just a little bit disgusting, but okay. Jason, Montreal had one power play. They had one. That's what they're saying. They had one. We don't need any more. Allen, good save there. Good save there. You knew a guy whose girlfriend had a real twin. I've known twins before. Twins aren't like super rare that you never see them. Next goal is going to win this game. Half the power play over. Now, Montreal had one power play. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Another big save by Allen. Ah! That's the game winner. Man, he was playing good. And then we give one up.
Yeah, Mike Matheson just standing there letting Nico
Yeah,
Hischier get a
he
full head
got
of
caught
steam.
there.
Fucking idiot.
Gets it through the 5-hole. We're quiet.
Yeah.
Getting down to the 5-minute mark. 3-2 New Jersey. Montreal mostly leading, and then Jersey had to catch up twice, and now is there enough time left? I don't know. I fear I may be right when I said it was next goal wins, and we didn't get it.
I think, I mean, you're probably right.
I had it 4-3 for the Devils going in. Might end up 3-2. We're getting killed at the dot, he said. Ah, he hit the post. And it stops at 420. And he's snake bit again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
Jesus. .420 left in the third. Well, 420. What are you going to do? Yeah, you can't demote him. Believe it or not, I think if you waive him, he gets picked up. I won't count it. I don't know. There's nothing about it says that they're going to win, but are tied up. But you're right. I mean, you're right. There's still time. No, they said he hit the post. I didn't hear the ding either. I went off by what they said, but I would think they heard it. But I didn't hear the ding either that time, to be honest. Doesn't matter. Hit the post or miss completely. He's snake bit again. Born to be a Hab. You ate all that food in 5 minutes because it was like 5 minutes ago. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to be stuffed on the lasagna. It's filling. Excuse me. There's Giselle. Look how many twins in your family. Twins aren't rare at all. I mean, there's, I guess, sort of rare, but not that rare. Jason, mostly all year. But what I mean by that, the beginning couldn't do nothing. Then he kind of here and there, and now it's been another while, and he's just totally snake bit again, completely. So he had like these 2 periods with a small one sandwiched in between where he wasn't. They said just now he hit the crossbar. Phil, yeah, they're gonna have to pull the goalie for sure. Or score one now. I mean, that'd be good. Jack eye shot blocked by
Mike Matheson sucks. Sucks at defense.
Oh, well,
he's almost as bad as Justin Barron. Holy shit.
That's the game. I forgot. Oh, Timo Meyer got hit by a jack eye shot. That hurt.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely hurt and had a temperature.
He paid the price. You're not kidding. Off his hip, it looked like too. That hurt. Whoa. What was that? Why didn't he go at the guy, not away from him? When he turned, why didn't he go right at him? Yeah, Matheson at times, man, he's defensively deficient, but he's an offensive defenseman. It's what you put up with for the 42 points he's got. Oh, well. I want Montreal to get another goal because then I got the score right, 4-3. Come on, boys, let's get one. Come on, let's get one. Pull the goalie. I want a goal. Yeah, guy shot stopped. It's just not what I heard is twins could be every second generation in the family. Your grandmother had 14 children in 18 years. Oh, my God. Poor woman. Yeah, well, 4-2 score with like 3 minutes left. It was the game.
Oh, Suzuki.
They got the empty net, though. Get a goal. Oh, how did he not get that, Nick? Give me the score. Come on.
That time he did. 4-3.
There we go. Nick with a dribbler.
Mike Matheson actually made a defensive play.
4-3. Just so I can prove it. See my score? 4-3, New Jersey.
Look,
I think
Mike
I just didn't
Matheson
get the
actually made a
first goal
defensive play. Granted, he had to go down on the ice again. But it's a good play. It's a good poke. And it just trickled through the 5-hole.
Well, keep the goalie out. Maybe they tie it up. How much is left? So it's 2 goals for Suzuki today. Well, I got some time here. Maybe they can do it. And net's empty, so extra attacker on. Oh, it's close. There. See what just happened to Caulfield? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Caulfield went and poked at the puck at the goalie on the pad. And what he get? Guy right on him, took him down. Tell me that's not going to happen to Michkov.
Oh, all the time. It's how he deals with that is what I'm interested in, because it doesn't really happen at all to him in the KHL.
Well, no. They stand around, they watch. Man, under a minute, man. Come on, let's go. Tie this bitch up. Ah. Come on. You already got a time. Oh, that was close. Man, that was close. New hook right in front. Nah, that's it. 4-3 Devils. Another loss for Montreal.
It showed the crowd and a bunch of fans were going, Whoo! Thank God
Yeah.
that's over.
Yeah, true. Another. I got the score anyway. I got something out of it. It ended nicely. For a boring game, it ended nicely. Yeah, Harry, too late, though. Didn't do it. The organic tank continues. The only way to do it. Well, that's what it is. They're tanking organically. Adam, you're happy, I'm sure. Or you're not? I don't know. Allen's last game, we keep saying that. Well, the defense in front of him sucks too. So you got to give that too. I thought Allen basically had a pretty decent game. All right, this is over. So I'm taking it off, but I'll be back in probably less than 10 minutes for the post game breakdown. So hopefully you guys come back for that. Thanks everybody for being here and watching this game with me. My apologies to anybody I may have pissed off. And what are you gonna do? So till I guess 9 minutes. Stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs, go. Peace out, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Be back soon.
Later.